Hello, lovelies. I wanted to talk to you today about something that's actually pretty important to me, something I try to work with or work on every day, and that is health, fitness, weight issues, stuff like that. So I wanted to give you some tips to maybe start a health kick and with helping you maintain it. And I'm trying to focus more on health because weight is not everything. Coming from someone who has been big and then small and then big again, it's about how you feel, not just what you weigh. So, that being said, I have a little list of, things that I think are realistic that I think can help other people, that things that are helping me. So, my first tip would be to decide to make a lifestyle change. Don't just decide to go on a diet because when you get off that diet, things are going to go back to how they were before. You have to decide to do something that's going to change your life or like going to make it better. Whether that's fixing your health to ward off issues later on down the road, you have to decide that you're changing it and commit to it. Now, I know people think, eating healthy or whatever is more expensive, maybe buying exercise equipment, a gym membership. The way I see it, yeah, like I went to my vegetables yesterday, they were expensive. But that's saving me money down the road that I won't have to pay for diabetes medication, for open heart surgery, stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's just the way to look at it. Two, I would say inform yourself. Don't just say, oh, this Kim Kardashian did this diet, I'm going to do this diet, or, like find diets in a gossip mag, or, go about exercising the wrong way, stuff like that. Um, Two things that I would really recommend, two documentaries that I just watched the other day and kind of spurred me to really make this change would be Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And the other one would be Forks Over Knives, which really highlights the junk we put in our bodies and the benefits of a vegan diet. Now, I'm not saying you have to go vegan, but it just really shows you how important just fruits and vegetables can be in warding off disease now or later on down the road and how it can even reverse it. So just, know what you need to be doing. Um, Three, commit to exercise. I don't know, I actually don't mind exercise, but I know that it is incredibly hard to do. And honestly, the hardest part about working out is getting up and doing it. Like once you're working out, it's awesome. You're pushing yourself, you're feeling how strong you are, and with all those endorphins, you feel amazing afterward. So just when you're having those days where you don't feel like doing anything, think about how you're going to feel after and you'll be motivated. Um it's been 3 days now where I've worked out every day. I'm loving the feeling. um I don't know, just stay active. Don't just think, okay, I'm gonna take the stairs, or and one thing I would like to say about that is um you can't target one part of your body. You can't just say, oh, I'm working on my legs. For me, that's a personal part I don't like. I think my legs are huge, but you can't just target your legs. You have to do cardio. You can't just do 1,000 sit-ups and oh, have abs. Yeah, you'll have like strong abs, but you'll still have the layer of fat over them. You need to do cardio to melt the fat, and then you can see the muscle underneath. So that's really just, don't try to isolate certain areas, and cardio is really important. And yeah, it builds your heart, doesn't just melt your fat. You can run longer and do great stuff like that. For me personally, I like high intensity workouts, and don't think that you're going to get fit by just eating healthy. That's a big part of it. But, there are thin people who are unhappy with their bodies because they just don't have that muscle. Or there are thin people who are not fit because they couldn't run a mile if you paid them. So I feel exercise is just as important as eating healthy. It's going to be something that you have to do. You don't have to like spend 2 hours in the gym, especially when you're just starting out. Get like a short video, do half an hour every day, especially if you're just starting out. Just do something, break a sweat. Um, 4. Now, this is going to sound a little crazy, but count calories. I'm not saying be obsessed with it. I can't eat this, I can't eat that, but know what you're putting in your body. This is a huge thing for me because I love food. I used to just eat and not think, wait, what am I eating? The other day, my mom cooked bacon. And, I snacked a slice, but then I looked at the package, and one slice of bacon is 70 calories. Who just eats bacon? Like one slice? And not only are you eating the bacon, probably two, three, four slices, then you're eating egg, maybe cheese, stuff like that. And you rack it on more than you think. Like today, I had 4 yogurt covered pretzels. Yogurt, not even chocolate. And that's 114 calories. Looking at the package, I realized 7 was 200. Now, normally we would just sit and eat out of the bag. And that's 200 calories right there. I wanted a bag of popcorn, and I tried to buy like the natural. And don't be scared by that. You don't have to have movie theater buttered popcorn. The natural, it's like lightly salted. It tastes pretty good, you know? And one serving was 130 calories. And notice I say one serving, not the whole bag of popcorn. I had to eat half a bag of popcorn. And how satisfying is that, you know? And pay attention to the labels. Most people see 130 and they don't look at the serving size. Now, before I probably would have just eaten the whole thing, thinking the whole thing was 130 calories. No, that's 260. So yeah, that's just a way to, keep things in perspective. It can be a little daunting, counting it out, but when you're buying your food yourself, preparing your food yourself, it's easier to tell what you're eating. And it kind of not distracts you, but deters you from, going out and buying like crappy processed food or like eating out too much because you don't know what they're putting in it. Okay, 4. Nope, 5. Set realistic goals. Even if you have to start out with, say, like a lower number than where you really want to be, like, or maybe a higher number if we're talking about weight. Start out with lower expectations. That way, when you surpass them, which you will if you're doing what you need to be doing, that like it'll be that much more worth it. And I would say do not just focus on losing weight. Don't obsess over your weight, like weighing yourself every day, which is something I need to work on. Maybe pick a sport or say okay, for example, me and Janae are running a half marathon in the fall. That is my goal, to be able to run 13.6 miles, however many it is. And I can't do that or you know without being fit. So if I'm training for it, I'm getting in shape. I'll probably be losing weight. So without just focusing on, oh man, I need to lose weight, like set a goal for yourself that it's important to you to reach, and you're like halfway there. Another thing for me personally, I row on my school's crew team, and it's important to me to have a good split, to have a good time, to not let down my teammates, to be strong enough to pull that boat. So I'm not going to want to be putting junk in my body. I'm going to be working out this summer to make sure I'm as good as I can be when the season starts in the fall. So if you like playing soccer, work with your ball, and so you're doing something fun where you're not just on a treadmill like, crap, I gotta lose 5 pounds, stuff like that. 6, don't beat yourself up, don't give up. Yesterday I had an ice cream wheel, I had some hot Cheetos. I didn't sit there and let it derail me from where I wanted to be. I didn't beat myself up overeating that because, hey, I ate pretty well for the rest of the day. And then I went downstairs later and I worked at least the ice cream wheel off, you know? So if you screw up one day, hey, you have tomorrow, you know? So don't hang on to, oh man, I didn't work out today. All right, get your butt up and work out tomorrow. Don't get discouraged. Seven, water. Water is so important. I need to drink more water also. You should be drinking about a gallon a day, which is a lot. I have a 32-ounce water bottle. That's four of those. I drink one and a half, maybe. So that is something I'm working on. And even if you're not up on your water, just please don't drink soda. Try to cut back on the caffeine, try to cut back on like the fizzy stuff. That's a lot of calories that you can cut out right there just by drinking water. Something that I would heavily recommend is tea. And not sweet tea, because I live in Georgia and people are crazy about their sweet tea. But I started buying Arizona, like the huge gallon, and it's diet green tea. And it's 0 calories. Drink as much as you want. And I think it tastes pretty good. It's not like super sweet, but it's sweet and hey, 0 calories. It's pretty much like drinking water. I think there might be a little caffeine in it. So I can drink that in the morning instead of like coffee or whatever on my way to class. It's awesome. Also, water is just good for you. It like washes you out. It'll make your skin better, which I kind of need right now as well. So, yeah. So, as I recommended, those documentaries, those would be awesome to help you get started. One of them, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, talks about this juice cleanse, which, it's called Mean Green. If you look it up, like anywhere, you can get the ingredients. I don't want to, take forever with this video telling you all about it, but you can do a juice fast, for just even 3 days. 7 days, 10 days. They did it for 60 days, a bit excessive, I think, but they were morbidly obese. So I would recommend maybe even a 3-day one. Even if you don't do that, what I've started doing is maybe drinking it for one meal or supplementing it, because 8 ounces of it is 183. Also, if you can't afford to just go buy vegetables, I tried the Naked Juice green machine, which tastes really good and it has lots of good stuff in it. And also measure your food. In addition to counting the calories, I mean, I don't carry a scale with me wherever I go, but especially when it comes to liquid quantities, it makes life a lot easier, or when you're counting out what you're actually eating, it really helps you like keep track, you know. As far as workouts, one other thing I would recommend, um, Jillian Michaels, her 30-day shred. It's about 30 minutes for each workout, and it's easy to track your progress because you're doing the same workout for about 10 days and you feel yourself getting stronger. And even though it's not like a super long workout with her, I'm sweating like crazy by the time I'm done with it, and I'm seeing the difference every day. So if you're just starting out, the workouts aren't super difficult, and by the time they get harder, you're fitter, so you can do it. If you're not up for like running 3 miles every day or whatever, and if you don't have a lot of money, that DVD was about $7 to $10, I think. It's an awesome way to get you started. Um, Other than that, I don't think I have very many other tips. If I do, I can always make another video. This one's already running pretty long. So that's about it. I hope this really helps you guys because even though I just started really tracking this and trying to do this myself about 3 days ago, I already see a difference. I'm already feeling better about myself. And, for me personally, I can't afford to get sick because there is disease up and down my family. I don't want diabetes. I don't want high blood pressure. So I need to make a change now. And I hope this has encouraged you guys to do the same. So I will catch you later.